The Libido Doctor is in.
Hello and welcome. This is Dr. Suzanne, and today I would like to talk about the star of a woman and how, as a wife, you can help your husband with the star that you carry. First of all, we need to know that everyone carries a star. We were born as stars, as illustrated in the dream of Joseph, where he saw the sun and the moon plus 11 stars bow to him, meaning that his siblings were the stars. Now, when you get married, you go from the status of star to the status of the moon as a woman and the status of the sun as the husband. That's the first thing we need to know. The second thing we need to know is that as women, we carry some of our ancestor stars, our great-grandmother, our grandmother, our mother. Why? Because as a fetus, you have all your eggs in your ovaries. You are not producing new ones. And because it was incubated in your mother's womb while you were forming, you get some of what she carries, some of what her mother gave her, and some of what her grandmother gave to her mother. So you are the product of the women in your mother's side. So it's important for you to know who were the women in your family. For example, I know for me, my great-grandmother was a strong queen, very strong in leadership, who did so much for our village. My grandmother was a successful farmer. She was doing in coffee and cocoa and peanuts. And my mother had a water sign. She was the first woman in my country to be a wholesaler for the National Drink Company. She was the first woman, meaning that through her water sign, she had dominion over that arena. But not just that, she was in all areas, real estate, everything, to be honest. This is how you can find out. Also, you want to use the elements given to us in the Bible. The first element is the use of the moon and the sun as parameters to determine the times, the seasons, the days, and the years. Because your date of birth, which signifies your entrance during a certain time, will tell you if you are under a water, a fire, earth, or air sign. Also in the book of Ezekiel, we know that a man has 4 faces: the face of a human, the face of an ox, the face of a lion, and the face of an eagle. So let's take all of that and figure out what a woman carries in her star for her husband. If we look at the water elements, water, we go with the human face. Those are gorgeous women. They have beautiful body shapes. They are usually fair. Those women may be from the river areas or be close to the ocean and things like that, but it's not necessary, okay? And they have captivating beauty, charm, sensuality. They give a lot of sexual power to their husband and making them feel good. They go out there, they fight, they perform, and they bring the results back in the house. They also have a lot of creativity. They are artists. They can be musicians. They can be painters. They can create things with their hands. But that part of the anointing is also going to reflect on the husband, okay? The other thing, they bring a celebrity status. By their charm and their beauty, it reflects on her husbands too, and that husband is going to be very attractive. Women will want this type of husbands a lot because for some reason, he's just very attractive. Okay, so that's what the women who carry the water anointing will bring to your life. They also bring a lot of currency. Money flows easily. And if you are with these women and you are in the business of, water, like, the boats and things like that, you will succeed. You do well. Okay? Now, the second element I'm going to talk about is the element of the earth, which is paired with the ox. Those women, they are not extravagantly beautiful, but they are down to earth. They are very authentic. They are hard workers. They are goal setters. They are goal getters. They will encourage the husband to accomplish its goals. They usually prosper through agriculture, real estate, businesses with like grocery shopping. Okay, these are the type of women that are under the earth sign. They bring a lot of prosperity, they bring a lot of stability, and they ground the man. The third element is the element of air that we pair with the eagle. The eagle is a great visionary. These women are visionaries, and they also have prophetic gifts, meaning that they can download divine instructions and speak it in the life of the husband. They prosper through any business that has to do with speaking engagement, like TV, motivational speaker, anything you do, talking, you can prosper with that. They can also prosper or help their husband prosper in aviation, all the air stuff business. That also helps. The fourth element is the fire element that is paired with the lion, the face of the lion. Those women carry thrones, they carry scepters, they carry royalty. If you look in the book of, I think it's Ezekiel chapter 19, it talks about the lioness who lays among lions, because they bring thrones. What do I mean by that? They see the crown of a man and they help them have dominion. They help them access positions of power that cause them to be above their peers. That's what she brings. She brings dominance. She brings acceleration. And they are usually bold, like not afraid of trying new things, meaning that they're going to be very innovative, out of the box thinker, and they see big, like they are not going for the little stuff. They go for big goals, and they are diligent and resilient. They are fighters. Usually, their spiritual gifts are in the area of deliverance, breaking generational curses. They are prayer warriors. And the other thing, just by their presence in the husband's life, a lot of battles are going to be quenched, because she is able to tame the enemies. She will identify them, and by various strategies, she doesn't even have to talk to them. is her energy. Like people see her at the side of this man and they're like, huh, this woman. You know, I remember like when we first moved to the US, that was 20 plus years ago. There was this family who used to organize New Year's get together. Oh, come and eat, do this, come with us. The first couple of years we did, and from the third year I declined because I preferred to stay home and pray and all that, and I was just maturing in my spiritual gifts and things like that. And one day, some of those family members started calling me a witch. And I was like, what have I done? I don't even know what witchcraft is. But they were like, we don't know what you're doing. But, you're not simple. I later understood, maybe 7 or 10 years later, I understood what he meant by that. Because I never knew that the wife was a witch and she was doing things, but apparently it wasn't working. Hey, so this type of women, fire women, they deter a lot of strategies from the enemy just by their presence. Now you have another category of women that are very masculine. Those are the women who may be single sometimes because they are too strong. You can find them in government. You can find them in positions of power. You can find them, as high spiritual leaders. That's another type of woman, very strong in leadership. And usually husbands are below them. These are all the characteristics. Now you have to understand that most women will have some of the characteristics of every element, but she will have one thing that is dominant, and that is what a husband needs to pay attention to when he is looking to marry a woman. He has to know his mission, his function, and really look in that woman, in her soul, to extract what she carries that is not seen, but that she will use to help him have elevation. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.